Alright, there we go. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Alright, I have not checked. Oh gosh, is the Golden Week stuff still going, chat? What day is it? It's the 4th? When was it supposed to end? I don't remember. Uh-oh. It's all just relore. Poplio? Do I need Drillbur? What's up, everybody? Whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. And 5. No, I have Drillbur, but I need Excadrill, apparently. Okay, well. Is this an indoor or an outdoor outbreak? Let's go see. If I go online, I cannot remember when the Golden Week event shinies are supposed to be gone. Did that do anything? Are they gone or are they still here? No, they're still here. I guess the event is still happening. Been having Pokemon battles? No. Me? Never. Alright. I always forget Golurk and Golurk and Golem. Why did I almost said Golem? My favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, Golem. Golett is what I wanted to say. So I take it this is inside. Frick. One of my biggest wants for the next Pokemon game, whether it's PLZA or Gen 10, anything, I don't care what. I really hope they get better at designing the maps. That's my biggest, that might be one of the biggest things I want the most. Better maps. Oh boy, I hate doing the ones in the cave. It goes to the 6th? Okay. So just 2 more days then. That's not too bad. Usually the events are so quick. It's like blink and you miss it. So the ones that last longer are always like, whoa. Alright, can I... That's another thing. I hate navigating these caves! Oh, hi, Porygon. Seeing wild Porygon feels so weird. Back in my day, you had to have 9999 coins to get one of them fellers. Oh my god, yeah. That was like the worst Outbreak event for me because I literally had everything. The dragon one, that did feel like it lasted forever. Gosh, am I looped right now? Why is there 50 Pokemon spawning right here? Good Drillbur run. Fellas, is this just a dead end? Yeah, it most certainly is. Yay, I love navigating caves. It's so much fun. I'm always everybody's confused too, because I feel like they're always over there, but then... see, this is just too much trouble than it's worth. I immediately rescind this. Sorry, Drilber. I don't know where you are. I don't feel like dealing with you right at this particular moment, so we're gonna just reset. Speaking of Golurk. With random encounters every 10 steps? What do you mean? I feel like in the 3D space, caves have become way more annoying to navigate. At least in old school games, you just have one to two floors, usually a straight path, and repels. I remember the first time I got a Finizen. I always want to say Palafin. They really had to design two dolphin Pokemon that are almost identical to each other. Alright, we got nothing. Feel randomly generated, even though they're not. Are we sure? Are we sure they're not randomly generated? Because you're right, they definitely feel like it. Poplio again! I don't need Poplio game. Give me literally anyone else, please. I guess this, at least Chargestone has more visually interesting things in it than most of the other caves in this game. Oh, Bronzong. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon NPC trainer dialogue definitely feels like it could have been run through an AI bot. He's getting no luck. I mean, who could I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. You know, all-time greats like that. That's how people talk. That's how that's real actual dialogue. Hey, wanna be famous? Oh my god. I've gotten Poplio 3 times tonight, chat. What is going on? Help. Amogus. Murkrow. Lots of fish. Hey, there's a Spathra. I don't think I need... No, I don't need a Spathra. I've gotten multiple Flittles. I think I had to get Flittle, though, to get Espathra. I can't believe Poplio... Poplio is a friend of the stream. Too much. Where did I hide my Pokeball's woman's secret? That's like the Stardew, board where you can get quests, and it's like... It's usually Haley. Haley's like, I need a cucumber, or... What is it? It's like, I think carrots were just added. She needs some sort of vegetable, and it's phrased in a weird innuendo way. Oh boy, Coffin, Choodle. Wow, we're really bringing out the big guns right now. Basculin. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Do I need Houndour? Is Houndour in a cave? I keep opening and closing my shiny decks. I don't know why I'm doing that. I do need Houndour. I'm like, wait, yeah. I actually need Houndour. Okay. What other good, like, Pokemon NPC dialogue is there? There's always the science guy. The power of science. I remember playing through X and Y for the first time, and the science guy is, like, right there. It's like, oh, there he is. No, it's this game! Isn't the science guy really early in this game? I miss when we had the spirit channelers that would say, like, I want blood. They just don't write them like that anymore, chat. Where's all the weird maniacs that are possessed and want blood for some reason? I'm a rambling, gambling dude. Now that's a classic. Now that is a classic. I'm a rambling, gambling dude. We can't even get gamblers in the game anymore. That's kind of sad. Yeah, thanks, Europe. Pervert by Erica's Gym. Was certainly an interesting inclusion in Gen 1. Did I find a group of Houndour? Did I really? They're in a cave, aren't they? I think the thing that really gets me about caves in this game is, like, where the fuck are the entrances? Why are the entrances not marked on the map? Or they should be marked when you uncover them or when you get to them. Like, I don't remember where the entrance to this shitty cave is. Like, this sucks. Every time an outbreak spawns in a cave, it's just an immediate, like, well, I don't wanna. Is it this area over here? This game is so bare bones in so many different ways that are so frustrating. I should have known that Houndour would just be in a cave and therefore completely ruin any any desire to go shiny hunt it. Ugh. Whatever. I mean, I don't necessarily have to have, like, slots. I always thought the slots in Pokemon were never that fun. See, that's what I mean. It's like I never... Oh, is the entrance right here after I already cleared it? I can't even tell. Espeon and Gardevoir. Wow. And Larvitar. Yeah, I liked Voltorb Flip. Oh, like, to some extent. I'm not saying it was, like, the greatest game of all time, but... Honestly, one of my favorite... I liked the, Coliseum had some fun mini games. Wow, I'm getting absolutely nothing today, chat. They should have done, like, the minigames on Mario 64 for the DS. I don't know what it is, what it was about those mini games on the port for the DS of Mario 64, but man. It really is shocking how little mini games there are in Pokemon. The slots in Celadon feel like, I don't know, it's so like Gen 1. It's very obviously like, do I need hat? I don't think I need hat. Impadimp. Oh hey, hi Snom. Remember how long it took me to get you for Snom Miss? I lost my train of thought. Whatever I was just talking about, gone. Oh, hey, there's Tepig. Don't need that. Froakie. Alright, fine. Wait, was there anything down here? No. A better RPG would put stunted versions of Pinball and Trozy in. I miss Pokemon Trozy, unironically. It really is shocking how little actual, like, content outside of random battles and trainer fights and Pokemon battles are in Pokemon games. Especially modern ones. Oh no, Froakie's gonna be a water one. Not as good as the Poplio one I had on the beach. Actually, there's a few over here. You know what? I can make this work. Like, I feel like people remember things like Pokemon Stadium because of the mini games. Like, Pokemon Stadium had a lot of fun, interesting modes and little cup and stuff like that were a lot of fun. I liked battling in Stadium, but like those mini games were just so good. Oh, there goes Sawsbuck. Bye-bye. What's up, everybody? Yeah, the trainer school. Oh, man. That's why a game like Battle Revolution felt so lacking. Where's the mini games? Okay, good. We're getting a decent amount of spawns on the land, so hopefully I don't have to go down to the water. Wow, 4K into Heatran? That sucks. What's the most memorable Stadium 1 minigame and why was it Sushi Go Round? Real. They could fly to avoid thunder. Sometimes I see random, people say, I didn't realize. I literally saw this the other day. Somebody say they didn't realize you could always hit blizzard when it was hailing or snowing, whatever it is now. It's like, how did you not know that? Like, sometimes, like, Pokemon is full of little obscure interactions, so some of them I understand people having no idea about, but, like, I feel like that's a pretty big one. I feel like that's a pretty big one. It's like thunder and rain. Does Hydro Pump always hit in the rain then? No. No, it does not. Like, our boy, Ian, or N, or however you say that weird admin's name in Pokemon Coliseum, he was busting those strats out for real in the campaign of the game. Actually, all the admins had tricky little strategies. DeKim had Protect and Earthquake. Venus had Attract. I want to say she had a few Pokemon with Toxic, too. And then there was Weather and Thunder. Why don't they do more of that in mainline Pokemon? Like, sometimes they'll give characters, like, doubles, I guess, but it's usually just typing based. I'm struggling to think of any, like, mainline Pokemon game characters that actually employ, like, competitive strategies. Hell, even Pokemon, bring back Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium 2's Rocket Bridge is really tough because each Team Rocket member uses a different strategy. Like, one of them just always goes for Explosion. Which is a wild... That's crazy. There's one of them is a Toxic Staller. Literally all the way back in Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, Raihan had doubles. I was trying to think of his name for a second. Yeah, the explosion guy. That's what makes Pokemon Stadium 2... If you ever did rental randomizer for Pokemon Stadium 2, that would be so hard. That might be one of the hardest Pokemon challenges you could do. Because there's so many terrible, terrible rentals in Stadium 2, and then... Like, even if you beat... Is Chuck before or after the Team Rocket area? Well, Chuck is another one. Chuck literally has a trainer, Nick, who will go for one-hit KO moves. He'll go for Guillotine. And, like, Horn Drill. Like, what are you supposed to do against that? Like, you just have to hope RNG goes in your favor. Otherwise, what defense do you have against that? Like, they were kind of cooking when they made Stadium 2. Like, sheesh. I'm not sure I even remember fully beating Stadium 2 as a kid. I think I did. But it's definitely like a hard game. I would put it in if we were like ranking Pokemon games by difficulty, that would probably be up there. Oh, Gita and her... You don't love Gita's Go-Go? Gita's, incredible Go-Go and Avalugg? People like that are so weird, Justin. Just because I don't, like, no franchise is owed your blind loyalty. Even if you grew up with it. I don't know, that's sheep behavior, honestly. Like, your frontal cortex, like, didn't fully develop and you don't know how to, to have proper thought. I don't know what goes wrong there. Hisui Avalug was kinda disappointing. I would take the kinda out of that. I would remove the kinda. I don't know, I grew up with a lot of things, and you don't see me out here being like, but they were my childhood. That's always so weird. Like, that pops up so many times where people will defend anything because they quote unquote grew up with it. Well, this YouTuber can't be a bad person because I grew up with them. They were my childhood. What a bizarre, like, couldn't be me. The closest thing we got to a VGC team in Scarlet and Violet was Kieran's team, which is why that was so funny. It's wild to you that people grew up with YouTubers. I mean, YouTube started getting... I remember going on YouTube when I was in middle school. There's still a few YouTubers I'm subscribed to that I discovered when I was Weebab. And there's some that I grew out of, and some that I didn't like their content anymore. I feel like that's normal. It's always weird watching people, like, I don't know. Yeah, I've been subscribed to Mega64 for so long. My favorite Mega64 thing might be Rocco's figure updates on his personal YouTube channel. Those are such a treat. How dare you bring the ogre? Uninterrupted sewer footage. Oh, man. Now that's the content I live for. I still remember their video back where they got Miyamoto in it. Like, that was crazy. Tyler and I were talking about this the other day, where it's like, oh yeah, like, I used to like to make icon sheets when I was in, speaking of I was in middle school. Which I still have a few of them laying around somewhere, but I like to put them in the plastic of my binders for school. And I really wish I could remember the site that I used to go on, and we just don't, I feel like we don't get websites like that anymore. The internet has become so corporate. Not to be a doomer or anything, but I miss quirky little websites like that. Or like all the old forums. It's always fun to go back and look at like forum posts from like 2009. One of my favorite instances of that is, I don't remember what forum it was, but people were talking about the first trailer for Teen Titans and how it looked really bad. It's like people that were really upset at Wind Waker. And it's just funny to go back and see people say that. This looks bad, actually. I mean, at least with Reddit, you can view everything. And it's not like, Discord is really where it's unfortunate. So much valuable information being contained inside Discord servers is unfortunate. Especially since Discord seems determined to, just continue to get worse. The original animated Teen Titans. Not like any of the live action ones or whatever. Teen Titans, go! The theme song is so good. That would be one of the hardest lists of all time if I had to do like top 5 or top 10 TV themes. Even when like Pokemon. Even to go back to some of the original Pokemon themes, that would be so hard to rank them. They're all so good. Seeing Robin tear himself apart trying to hunt Slade. Yeah, Teen Titans had some really intense episodes. And all the Robin Slade-centric ones were always good. One of my favorite moments from original Teen Titans is when Robin told Slade, I already have a father, and there was like a shot of all the bats. Because back then, and I think it still exists today, DC doesn't like having characters in multiple different things. So they were not allowed to have Batman. So that little nod to Batman, I always remember. That went hard. Orange League Pokemon theme. Oh, that's such a good one. Pokemon First theme. I love the Digimon dub theme. That's my biggest, like, hot take of all time. I think Butterfly is overrated. Pokemon Johto is a good one. I don't know why I said it like Johto. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And I love the way they remix the Digimon theme for Tamers. Oh. That's peak right there. Yeah, the X-Men, the old X-Men show's theme was so good. And I didn't even grow up with that show. Danny Phantom is probably... Gosh, where would I place that? That would be very high on my list. It was designed to fuel World Unseen. It also has gotta catch 'em all because he's Danny Phantom. So two top theme songs with gotta catch 'em all in there. I watched the trailer for the new Fairly Odd Parents reboot, I guess. Why can't they just invent new fairies? Why they gotta keep recycling Cosmo and Wanda and Jorgen and all the same characters? I never watched much of My Life as a Teenage Robot. Like I like the character design of what's her name, Jenny? Jenny. But I don't remember watching that show a whole lot. I don't really remember much Chalk Zone either. Ooh, Jimmy Neutron I would put high up there. Was it a C tier show? I wish I could remember it more. Code Lyoko has a great theme song. I didn't even really like that show as a kid. I thought they were kind of creepy looking with their big heads. But I definitely remember that theme song. That's one of those theme songs I'll catch myself thinking about from time to time, even though I wasn't really into the show. Whoops. Ooh, Sonic X would be another good one for the list. Sonic X has a really good Japanese theme song too. I actually have had both on like a music player at one point. They're both very high energy, perfect Sonic songs. Powerpuff Girls. I always liked the outro more than the intro. Is that weird? For Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls had one of my favorite, like, old school Flash games where you, like, fought as a mecha Powerpuff Girl. Yeah, right? The outro was better. The outro was so good. What did I see that they were gonna make another live action thing of, and they were gonna get, like, the producer of that failed Powerpuff Girls pilot? So it was like, oh no, it's so over. I can't remember what franchise it was. Yeah, Courage had some... Return the slab. Courage was just so likable. Oh, well, you always wanted to root for him. Return the slab. Courage had another banger Flash game where you like traverse through a pyramid. That was one of my favorite ones. It's like that and the Lilo and Stitch Reuben sandwich game. That's the goat right there. Surprised they haven't tried to do another Lilo and Stitch show. Like, Stitch as a character, I always see so much Stitch merchandise. Stitch might be more just as merchandised as, like, Goofy. I feel like I see more Stitch stuff than, like, Goofy or Pluto or Daisy. Like, even Stitch's, goofy, stereotypical pink girlfriend, Angel, gets a lot of merchandise. Lilo and Stitch is a top 5 Disney animated movie. It is a very good one. Top 5? I'd have to really think about that. I had the soundtrack for Lilo and Stitch on CD. Used to listen to it in the car all the time as a kid. What other ones did I have? I had Lion King. I had Tarzan. I think I had like one of those Disney mashup ones that just had like a whole bunch of other Disney songs on it. Frozen, Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Emperor's New Groove, and Mulan. That's a solid list. I don't know if I would put Frozen so high. Emperor's New Groove and Lion King would probably be in my top. Well, they would. I don't know, one of the Disney movies I always think very fondly of, but just of like the villain, is Hunchback. I haven't rewatched that movie in so long, but all the Frollo scenes were so good. That movie is kind of all over the place in tone. One minute you're, you know, really into the dark stuff, and then it's farting gargoyles. Yeah. I think it being a Disney movie for kids kind of backfired. Because yeah, every time it's like it cuts back to the gargoyles, it's always like, oh. I'd probably put The Little Mermaid high on my list. But I love Ariel. I love Eric too. I feel like Mushu works pretty well in Mulan because he's not like center focus. Mulan is just a really damn good movie. Although Mushu definitely doesn't work in the sequel. He's like the antagonist in the sequel. What directed DVD, VHS, Disney sequels were actually good, chat? I'll always stand by Lion King 2. I'll always stand by that one. That one has so many good songs. Brother Bear 2. Does that stand the test of time? Is that a truly cinematic experience, Tyler? I feel like Brother Bear 1 is kind of a messy movie. Occasionally they'll have Kenai and the cub character whose name I don't remember at like Animal Kingdom. It's always funny to see rare characters show up there. Pirates is such a good movie. I even kind of like the third one, even though I know it's, like, not great. I even kind of have a soft spot for the third one. I don't think I've seen the fourth one all the way through. That one seems not good. I'm surprised they haven't, like, rebooted that by now. I love when it showed up in Kingdom Hearts 4 and everybody just looked so realistic. And then there's Donald, Goofy, and Sora. Sora! Oh yeah, Aladdin finds his scoundrel father. And that's when Jafar turns into the super genie or something, right? That movie looks so, like, not good. Most Disney directed DVD sequels or VHS look okay, but some of them, like, I think it was Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Christmas or something like that. That movie looks like a bootleg. It's like, what happened here? Toy Story 2 is goated. That's crazy. Toy Story 2 is probably my favorite one. I haven't seen 4. But I somehow kind of doubt 4 would be my favorite. Maybe that's the wrong attitude to have, I don't know. But I love 2. I love movies about like the villain character in Toy Story 2 is just so funny. I gotta drive all the way to work on a Saturday. Was it Saturday? I can't remember the day. I don't know, just a greedy, like, toy collector is very, very funny. They finally got, Pixar had enough clout to have Barbie in their movie back in Toy Story 2. They wanted to have Barbie in Toy Story 1 and they said no. Which is really funny to think about. Because Barbie became like Barbie and Ken were important characters in Toy Story 3. Oh shoot, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. What's up, everybody? I'm shiny hunting Froakie right now. Barbie saved them in Al's toy shop. Yeah, she did. I love that scene with all the Buzz Lightyears on the wall. Man, this poor controller cannot hold a charge anymore. The battery on my Nyko controller is dying. RIP. Alright, come on, Froakie. How many do I need? Then 7. Let's see. Okay, I need Froakie and Frogadier. I already have Greninja, so... We just need 2 frogs. We just need to get 2 froggies. Wish Froakie had a better shiny, but what can you do? Toy Story 4 isn't a bad movie, but you think they should have spent their effort on something else? Get ready for Toy Story 5. I know it is. Why don't they just greenlight 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 while we're at it? Are the toys in Toy Story immortal? I mean, I guess they can get incinerated, but do they age? I keep checking these Gloom over here, too. It'd be nice to get the Vileplume line done. Still missing Blossom. Hi, Vileplume. Vileplume's red eyes are kind of creepy. Vileplume jump scare. Easy to introduce new characters and expand the lore. Yeah, how many new characters voiced by popular celebrities will we get in Toy Story 5? I just forget Trumbeak exists as a Pokemon. They already have Keanu Reeves as that one toy. Oh man. I need to watch the, there's a new VGC thing today in, I think, Indianapolis. I'm gonna watch the VOD later. I want to know what legendaries people were using. Well, Ogre and Urshifu were already allowed in. I'm talking like Kyogre, Groudon, Shadow Rider, Calyrex, Miraidon, etc., etc., etc. Alolan Muck is so great. One of my favorite forms, unironically. Oh, jeez. I always forget Lightyear exists. Ugh, what a rancid choice. That's one of those ultimate things that's like, what were they thinking? Not to be, what were they thinking? But like, what were they thinking? And then wasn't Buzz like the bad guy through some time travel shit? That's wild. What if Buzz Lightyear was the villain but evil and from the future? Sorry, I have a hard time believing Andy watched that crappy movie and was inspired at all. And they had that, like, marketing gimmick robot cat that I feel like was super lame and absolutely nobody liked it. Boots or socks or something. It's also funny because you don't see any characters from that movie in, like, the theme parks. Like, I think, Disneyland has a Pixar parade that's new. And they have, like, it's mostly, like, new school Pixar stuff. So they had, like, Turning Red, a Luca Elemental Soul for some reason. Like... The Soul Float was so ugly. Interesting choice, but sure. They didn't have any good dinosaur float. What a shame. But it was just regular old, like, Woody and Buzz and Bo Peep and, Jessie. There was no, like, Lightyear characters. Being annoying in it. It's funny how much... What's the word? It's funny how hated that guy has become. Yeah, it had Buzz Lightyear and a robot cat. Buying stores to... Oh. They're forming... The council will decide your fate. Brokey's so chill. Brokey's so chill like that. The Iron Giant scared me as a kid. Like, I recognize that's a good movie, but that scared me as a kid. Especially like the Iron Giant going through like the power plant. That used to frighten me. Kent Mansley. What's up, Two Heart? Hello. We're looking for frogs, not having tons of success. But I'm looking. This might be one where I actually do make a sandwich. We'll see. Oh no, Fallout 76 midlife crisis. You are not the only person I've seen play Fallout 76 or Fallout 4 lately. People getting the authentic, people watching the show and then getting the authentic Bethesda experience. Beautiful. As Todd intended. I would be more into Fallout 76 if I didn't have to, like, if I could just play with, like, my own friends and not have other randos potentially blow my base up. Nice hat, thanks. We do a little yeehawing around here. You're level 970, wow. Impressive. There's private lobbies in 76 now? I thought you had to pay for those. If not, that's cool then. But if you do, then... Yeah, how predatory is 76 these days? Do they force you to, like, buy stuff for convenience sake all the time? I've watched Sips play a little bit of Fallout 76 and Fallout 4 lately. I don't know your TikTok Zoomer streamer, dude. Would you be surprised if Nintendo announced their next console and it would be weird in some new form factor? I feel like it's gonna look very, very identical to the Switch, so yeah, I guess I would be. I wonder if they'll attempt like a Elder Scrolls show now that Fallout was such a success. Hello. What if the Switch dock is really I just hope the Switch dock does the Switch 2 dock doesn't scratch the console. I'm surprised they never released more docks with more colors and stuff. It's kind of astonishing how little they really put out for the Switch. Like, they just let the console sell for itself. Like, there's no themes. There's very few options for, like, Pro controllers with colors and stuff. Like, there's a decent amount of Joy-Con colors, I guess, but besides that, there really isn't a ton. There really is not a lot. Nintendo just kind of sat back and were like, we're just gonna let the console sell for itself. I feel like there wasn't even a ton of limited edition Switches. Like, Pokemon Sword and Shield got a Switch Lite. Yeah, it is mostly just licensed third-party stuff. There's a ton of, like, Pokemon controllers licensed by third-party stuff, but it's usually, like, you hope you like Pikachu and Mewtwo and Eevee. I saw Gen 1 and I clapped. The Wii U was such a trash system. I mean, I feel like that was pretty universally, like, thought of by most people. It's definitely not one of my favorite consoles. Like, it has some good games on there, but I hated how plasticky it felt like a Fisher-Price toy. I hated the Wii U gamepad. Ow. This is the DLC for Scarlet Violet. Hated the battery life. Yeah, the Wii U was very bulky. And they had, talk about boring colors. The Wii had so much, I mean, The Wii U had some character too, but I don't know. The Wii was such a good console. It's crazy that they just could not follow it up with something successful. Yeah, I never liked the menuing in UI for the Wii U as much as the Wii or even the Switch. Like, there's no themes, no music. It's pretty boring. But at least I like the UI of the Switch anyway. The personality, I feel like, was internal, not external. Because the console itself was plasticky and... like, it wasn't cheap either. But it felt cheap. I hate that glossy plastic where you touch it and your fingerprints are all over it. Hate that. I much prefer, like, matte consoles. Frutiger... I can never say that word. Frutiger. Frutiger. Can the lady that named that name it something else? I mean, I kind of like the fish, like, the aesthetic with all the, like, fish lamps and stuff. It's definitely early 2000s nostalgia. So in that way, I like the aesthetic, but... I feel like it definitely has to... have something else going for it. I watched Categoris do a 2-hour video about the PlayStation Eye toy. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. Well, I had a PlayStation 3, but I didn't have a PS2. Which is funny because in the video he's like, you probably played or own this system, and it's like, no. I did not. I'm sad I didn't, though. I probably would have loved it. I mean, most of those consoles I've never even played. Or were before I was even born. Oddish is a top-tier grass Pokemon, I agree. You're so right. Oddish and Bellsprout go... they're just a great pair. A trivia thing today? What do you mean? There's tons of carnivorous plants they could do a splitting Bellsprout Evo for if they ever wanted to. Just a video online, haha. Am I missing something? I don't know what's going on. Oh? Yeah, Sundew was the exact one I was thinking of. That would make an awesome Pokemon. I could put Shaman in this game, I suppose. I don't know. I typically keep shinies in the game I originally caught them in. Usually. I don't know, is it cruel keeping Shaman in BDSP? Yeah, we watched his Nicktoons video. I never played those games. My one favorite licensed game I had as a kid was Madagascar for the GameCube. Shaman deserves better, cruel and unusual. Cruel and unusual. Captain Crunch. Man, I miss getting games in cereal boxes. Alright, I'm gonna make an executive decision to make a sandwich right now. That's it. That will never not be a funny thing out of context. That will never not be funny. Ugh, I thought I saved it. Sandwich. Got Pokemon. You got a roller coaster tycoon game in a cereal box? That rules. Alright, so water needs cucumber. Did I save? I hope I saved. Pokemon used to have, I have an old, like, it's like a mini CD. Pokemon had a few, like, weird, obscure computer games. There was one that was like a stationary card maker that I had, and there was like a red and blue version. And then there was this other little game that had like Professor Oak, and it was a small mini disc. I can't remember what it's called right now. Yeah, I haven't had a CD drive in forever. Do I not have- where- oh, I'm blind, never mind. Hold on, chat. Before I finish this, I'm gonna get up for a second and blow my nose. I'll be right back. Alright. Dog, what is going on? Chromebooks? Chromebooks were too... I don't think... We just had regular, I can't remember the brand of laptops we had. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I always remember we had ViewSonic monitors in the computer lab at school. Why did they put so much effort into making so many sandwich picks? The world may never know. They put all their effort into sandwich picks and then you get that green screen ass plate. Alright, Froakie, you have no excuses now. The sandwich eating animation is so silly. Remember when this game came out and that's something people were making fun of? The sandwich animation. The sandwich animation. That's too much there. That's simply too much there. Wait. Oh. I thought that one was shiny. It's not. Thanks for the $1.99. Can you unban them? I mean, don't post cum in my chat anymore. Alright, we got... I wish there was some sort of add-on that would tell you how much time. Well, I guess you just hit the arrow key. Still, I would love to have a visual on screen. There's so many little ways. I wish Pokemon... I wish you could run scripts on Switch games. I wish you could run scripts on Switch games. That would be so... There's so many scripts that would be so helpful in this game. Unfortunate. I use so many scripts on a million different web pages that improve the experience. UI JPEGs. They're all on the map. Did not see that one. Guy was just hiding in the grass. Yeah, which did you prefer, Chad? Did you like curry or do you like sandwiches more? Or neither, I guess. Did you prefer curry or sandwich? Or neither? Pokeblocks real. I never liked Poffins. I always burnt the shit out of Poffins. My Poffins went up in flames. Curry. I feel like curry looked better. Like, more appetizing. The sandwiches I end up making in this game look disgusting. Like, you can't tell me the Pop Rocks with 3 cucumbers on bread looks appetizing. It straight up does not. So I feel like in the, at least in the tasty looking department, curry has that one. I still disagree with them using curry for a British region, though. No matter how much chat tells me that's something the Brits have. I go, la 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 la, I can't hear you. It should have been like tea. Tea and biscuits. I think that's just how they have bacon in Japan. I think it's a Japanese thing. Which... How do they not have, like, more obesity over there? Eating ginormous slabs of bacon. The power of walkable cities and good public transportation, man. Eating entire slabs of bacon. I don't even know how you prepare it. Do you like slice it? Do they just eat it as a big chunk of bacon? Taking a bite of a bacon chunk. The best part of waking up is eating a ginormous chunk of bacon. Yeah, I don't know. The sandwiches in this game usually never look very tasty. They should have shown, like, the what is it called? The cross section when you cut a sandwich in half and show it that way. Maybe that would have looked more appetizing. But you literally don't even have to put the top piece of bread on. So, I guess it wouldn't be much of a wouldn't be much to look at with just one piece of bread. Yeah, you can't. I feel like peanut butter and jelly is foolproof. You almost can never go wrong with that combination of ingredients on bread. PB&J is solid through and through. Sandwich stores in America are not worth the money. Not a fan of Big Sandwich. Panera isn't awful. Big fan of their hospital food. I'm just kidding. Maybe you're a fan of their death lemonade. That I think they still sell. I see a lot of Panera stuff in grocery stores. Like, one of the grocery stores around me has, like, their mac and cheese and some of their soups in containers you can just buy from the grocery store. I feel like that's how they probably make a lot of money. Like, I still see Friendly's ice cream in grocery stores, and there isn't a Friendly's around me for a long, long time. No fast food place is worth it anymore. They are definitely expensive. They have definitely all skyrocketed in price. Pesto or guacamole? Neither. You have a place you can order Dippin' Dots, Justin? I'm jealous. Oh, what do they, like, deliver it to you with dry ice or something? That's gotta be wicked expensive. That's gotta be so expensive. I remember there was, like, Minecraft ice cream that you could have ordered, and it was really, really expensive. Creeper? Isn't there was a Sonic ice cream too? Sonic just had a partnership, or just did another partnership with some snow cone makers I've never heard of before. They don't have any chains near me. It really is funny how Sonic will partner with everybody, every fast food chain ever, except for actually Sonic. Oh no. Oh no. I can only imagine. $29.99. That's my guess. Yeah, the pop-up store is nowhere near me. Am I anywhere close? If you're screenshotting it, it must be more. Paying for shipping feels so bad. You are not. Oh no. Like, maybe I'm just Amazon pilled, Jeff Bezos pilled, but I hate paying for shipping. Alright, let me see. Oh my god. A small price to pay. A small price to pay. Wow. $200. Almost $200 to ship some Dippin' Dots. Mr. Dots himself. Yeah, no kidding, right? Jeez, $200 is more shipping than for like big packages from Japan. What's up, Midnight? That's crazy. Mr. Dots. For that price, you could drive down to like the closest beach that probably has a Dippin' Dots at their boardwalk. I think Ben & Jerry's ships ice cream too. They had a new flavor that's like Marshmallow Sky or something like that, and I have looked in every grocery store for like a month now, and I've never seen it. Because you're about to eat some. What flavor? Chocolate. Mint chocolate chip. Vanilla. Neapolitan. Cookies and cream. Pistachio. I ran out of flavors to think of. Rocky Road. Butter pecan. Chocolate, nice. I don't know, ice cream's good every now and then. I don't need to eat it every day. I know some people that love eating it every single day. Chocolate is always the right choice. True. What about mint chocolate chip, chat? Are we pro mint chocolate chip or against mint chocolate chip? I'm pro, personally. Let's get political. Do you like mint chocolate chip or do you not like mint chocolate chip? One of the YouTubers I followed for years and years and years always says it tastes like toothpaste. And I'm like, no. You don't see the light. Don't like chocolate ice cream cake? Ice cream cake is the superior form of ice cream and cake. Wow, Chad hating on... What do you mean you've never tried mint chocolate chip midnight? Do they not have that in Australia? Well, now you have to seek it out. Now you have to try it. I love mint chocolate chip. It's so good. Which is funny because there's certain like spearmint I'm not a huge fan of. I have these mints. And they're so they have like a green and a blue version, like lifesavers. And I like the green version. The cool mint is not my favorite. I vastly prefer the what are these? Wint O green. I'm always green minty flavor versus blue minty flavor. Funky monkey. That's because you are one, Tyler. You said they discontinued that, right? For you guys? You don't think Pheromosa is weird enough to be an Ultra Beast? I mean, she is like a stylish cockroach. That's pretty weird. Can you imagine if all the cockroaches were, like, beautiful? That's a self-report. She's not thick whatsoever. Pheromosa's one of the most stick-thin Pokemon of all time. What are you talking about? I don't know, I like Pheromosa and Buzzwole. Like, they feel like they're counterparts. Even though it's, like, kind of annoying, like Enamorous. Kind of crazy that there's like 3 bug-esque Ultra Beasts. Or 4, I guess, if you want to count Poipole and its evolution. One to Enamorous, how sad would I have been if Buzz and Pharaoh were box legend? I like both of them, so I would have been okay with it. I would have been fine. The sandwich has been a bust. Froakie doesn't want to show up shiny. Who is the third? Poipole. And, Naga, because they're like a bee, sort of. They have like venom. I don't know. They're poison. Like wasps or bees. Hornets. Other nasty stinging creatures. Actually, Strimmer, Poiple is based on a blah blah blah, which is decidedly not an insect, so therefore... This song is so bland. This game not having a jukebox makes me very sad. Almost as much as how I get sad running into a million frogs. Yeah, I mean... I'll never forget that person that came into my chat and was so tilted that I didn't like a lot of the Violet paradoxes. Or that I thought Scarlet was a better version. Like every time we talk about like versions now, I think of that. They're probably one of those, this was my childhood, I love this game. I'm gonna grow up with this game. It's my childhood. Flawless perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what, I feel like we've talked about this to death. Them just going with pretty generic robots for all the Violet paradoxes will always make me scratch my head. Oh, yeah. That's funny that you two remember that Midnight. I think that was a different person, but... That is... Anybody with that word in their name is always a red flag. Violet runs better than Scarlet. That's copium to an extent I don't see very often. Yeah, I like Bundle, I like Valiant. The rest are... I guess I sort of like Iron Hands. I don't really have much to say about the rest of them. I kind of like Iron Crown. Sleeping Pokemon are so bugged in this game. I don't know what. Like, why did they limit themselves so much with that? Like robots could be a million different, designed a million different ways and in a million different styles, and they all just kind of went with something very similar for all of them. And then they all have the same like chrome shiny, whereas all the Scarlet ones have tons of interesting shinies. I don't know, just very strange. Like, especially, like, Japan itself has had so many neat robot themes and ideas. And they just kind of took nothing from any of that. Like, all the Swords of Justice, when they faint, all their heads spin around, and it's like, cool, I guess, but, like, why? Are they supposed to be toys? I don't know. Iron Bundle, I feel like, is clearly supposed to be a toy. I also think some of the choices, like, I don't think Tyranitar needed a paradox form. I know some of y'all like Thorn, or, yeah, Iron Thorns. But, to me, it just, why don't we take a great Pokemon in Tyranitar and just kind of do nothing with it? Yeah, Hydreigon especially, yeah. Oh boy. You mean you don't love Iron Jugulus? Yeah, I'm not the biggest Thorns fan. Sorry, Iron Thorns appreciators. Like, it doesn't even look cool like Mechagodzilla. It just looks like a goober. Yeah, Jugulus might be the worst one. Jugulus for real might be the worst one. They made it so tiny, too. And then it has that weird, like, Pokedex entry. I don't know. They did Hydreigon dirty. I'll take Walking Wake and Raging Bolt over boring Iron Boulder or Iron Leaves any day. At least Walking Wake and Raging Bolt are memorable. Wow, that was a failure of a sandwich, chat. Yeah, I love Screamtail shiny with the red eyes. Slitherwing has a great shiny. Oh, Moth is another one I find very boring. I don't think Volcarona needed two. Especially when they already nailed it with Slitherwing. They should have chosen Heracross and done like a cool mecha Gundam Transformer Beetle or something like that. What if Volcarona had solar panel wings? Okay. Yeah, Sandy's kind of weird though. I don't know. I like Sandy's weirdness. Also, I could call a Pokemon Sandy. Yeah, Iron Moth. Like, it's not the worst one, but definitely compared to Slitherwing, it's just not that exciting. I do think its typing is kind of interesting, but that's about where that ends. Sandy Shocks is the worst shiny hunt in this game. Real. I don't know, what's the most lackluster Scarlet Paradox chat? Brute Bonnet? It's funny that they made a form of Amoonguss, and yet Amoonguss is just such a well-built Pokemon. Amoonguss is still competitively viable to this day, where Brute Bonnet, like, never showed up. Like, how are you gonna give the King Amoonguss a form and then have it pale in comparison to the original? I always find that super frustrating. Like, you know that this Pokemon is historically, like, one of the greatest VGC competitive Pokemon of all time. And the Bonnet just stinks. Really? Slitherwing is your least favorite? That's a spicy take. I mean, that being said, I don't hate Brute Bonnet. Its monstrous appearance and tail are kind of funny, but I feel like the Scarlet Paradoxes are almost all very good. Great Tusk is in. Okay, no, the worst Paradox Pokemon is Treads. Jugulus is bad, but I think Iron Treads might beat Jugulus in that department. Great Tusk is so cool. And Treads is just a circular robot face. I don't know. Treads is definitely my least favorite one. Roaring Moon is awesome. Fluttermane is awesome. Roaring Moon has to be one of my favorite designs out of this gen. I love that it has little bits of Shelgon. Like, it calls back to the Mega Evolution and just improves the design. I love that it keeps a little bit of Shelgon shell on the top of the head. I missing any? I'm trying to think of the rest of the Scarlet paradoxes. Do you prefer forms like Paradox Pokemon Chat or things like Paldean Wooper or Paldean Tauros? Kind of crazy that they gave us 2 Paldean Pokemon. We were like, yeah, you're gonna get Wooper and Clodsire and Tauros 3. Tauros is definitely one of my least favorite ones, but I like Wooper. Yeah, Paldean Tauros is definitely a nothing burger Pokemon, 100%. Which is a shame because I usually like James Turner's stuff, but I also feel like it was so predictable too. Like, of course they're gonna do Tauros for Spain. Like, they should have done Bouffalant. They should have thrown us a curveball and went with Bouffalant over Tauros. Clodsire definitely seems to be one of the most popular Gen 9 Pokemon. I see Clodsire art on my pages every day. Oh, a Minotaur would have been so cool. There's not enough, like, Greek monster Pokemon. I want a Chimera. I want a Manticore with Pyroar and Litleo. A Minotaur would have been awesome. Good night, Cacturne. Have a good one. But no. You think they're gonna go Greece for the next region? I feel like they're not gonna keep in, I mean, are we gonna stay in Europe for another region? Greece would be appropriate, though. Australia for Gen 10. Would you pop off midnight? Thailand? That would be interesting. See, if they do Australia, they have to have, like, the Sevi Islands be New Zealand. That's how it's gotta go. Close enough. Close enough. One big final dungeon. If they don't have, like, a deadly snake Pokemon and a deadly spider and, like, an emu Pokemon, I'm not interested. Yeah, you're right, Tyler. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. Why is that so real? Yeah, we would have an Australian region, and then we would just be going back to Japan, like Kitakami. That's too real. We hope you enjoyed Spain. Anyway, back to Japan. And then Unova, for some reason. That's too real. You don't have those big, terrifying huntsman spiders there. The other day, after a stream, I'm in the middle of talking to Tyler, and a spider was crawling on my hand. It's like, oh. Oh, God. And that was, well, I mean, I still didn't, it was a little fella, but if I ever saw a huntsman spider, I would not like that. Tyler asking the real questions. You've seen... I've seen them. Have seen some things. Oh God, you have seen them. Ugh. Do you get dingoes there? Do dingoes make noises like wolves? The dingo ate my baby. Yeah, I don't know anything about dingoes. Other than they eat babies. The dingoes ate my baby. Domestic dingoes. That seems... Is that okay? Is that an okay thing to do? It's like when you see a TikTok of somebody with like a wild animal in their apartment, and it's like, like a big floppa or something. Or like with somebody who has a big cat that definitely they probably should not have. One of Australia's great tragedies. always cracks me up whenever something is filmed in Australia and they get a bunch of like local Australian actors, and that's always like Mr. Sunday Movies is one of the YouTubers I watch is Australian, and so he gets a kick out of that. Whenever they have I think Inspector Gadget 2 is filmed in Australia. And that has a bunch of like seasoned Australian actors in it. Well, animal rehab and domesticating are different things. Wow, Froakie is a betrayer of the stream. Come on, Froakie. Why? Why frog betray? I don't have that many water starters left to get. Like, I got Poplio done, got Squirtle done. Who else? I think I don't know if I've ever seen Mudkip. I'm missing Mudkip. Oh, you're shunting. Shiny and hunting, shunting. Shiny hunting, Tapu Lele, nice. That's a great shiny. I just need Tapu Koko, and then I would have the whole quartet. Tapu Koko didn't show up a single time the last Dynamax run. Sad. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Darkrai, chat. More Darkrai runs since Shaman is donezo. You took them all. I'm telling you, chat, I have had not much shiny luck since I got Shaman, so I think I might have used the very last drop of shiny luck getting Shaman. Because lately, I haven't gotten anything. In multiple different games. Yeah, I think you're right, Midnight. Every time I get a legendary or a shiny mythical, I have to rebuild my shiny luck. It doesn't come back all in an instant. Yeah, I haven't gotten any Dynamax shiny since, or legendaries since Tina. You hate to see it. Shiny hunting giveth, and shiny hunting taketh away. Oh, you got some shiny sand? Nice. That's a great shiny. My last Dynamax shiny was Clefairy. Starting to approach lots of dupes in Dynamax now, unfortunately. Or I guess, fortunately. I don't know, it's a interesting problem to have. Oh, it never showed up again, Midnight? That sucks. Flygon and Talonflame, not bad. Those are both... Well, I guess Talonflame shiny is okay. I like shiny Flygon, though. Got vacuumed up. Oh no, that sucks. First one you ever did, nice. Ugh. I think we're good here, chat. I'm gonna have to try Froakie another time. I'm starting to fall asleep right now. I'm starting to doze. Going over the same path for 2.5 hours. Jeez, that's like two Scarlet Violet streams in a row where I haven't gotten anything. The shiny luck really is gone. The well is dry. But we'll see if I can fix that with Darkrai tomorrow. You know, an even worse odds hunt that I have to turn the game all the way off and on for. So yeah, I'll be doing Darkrai tomorrow, chat, and BDSP. That'll be fun. But yeah, if you're new here, blah blah blah, all the links. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers, all the follows, all the raids. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Oh man, shiny Untain's a great way to be tired. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow for the Dark of Rye. Good night, everybody. Bye.